me, I was never addicted to physical drugs like alcohol or pain medication. I wasn't. The drug that I was addicted to was my image. The drug that I was addicted to was this world. And I don't know if some of you are on that same level as me, but maybe you've put your identity in what you do. Maybe you put your identity in basketball. Maybe you've put it in track. Maybe you put it in your artwork. Maybe you put it in your GPA. You put it in your scholarship. You put it in the house that your parents live in. I don't know what it is for you, but what it was for me was baseball. And I put my whole life on this game. I was shackled by the chains of the game. And it took me 22 years to realize that it was unfulfilling. And the way that this started for me, you guys, I got to take you way back. Like, I think a lot of you have had these experiences, whether you're driving to school, you're driving to the sport that you love, you're driving to the thing that you love to do, you're driving to the dream that you want to go to. I can remember driving in my parents' car, and specifically my dad. He would be taking me to the practices, the games, the workouts. And we would start having these conversations about all of these boxes that we wanted to check. And I love my dad because he saw so much greatness and potential in me. And here's the thing, I see so much potential in you. I see so much greatness in you. I see so much value in you. And that's what he saw in me. And he said, Lance, if you want to make it to the major leagues, these are the things we got to do. These are the stepping stones that you got to take. You got to make your varsity team. You got to start throwing 90 miles per hour. You got to get this scholarship to play Division I. You got to play in the best collegiate league in the country. You got to get drafted by a major league organization, and then you got to get to the major leagues. I checked all of those boxes. I checked all of them except one. But here's the thing about the boxes that we check in our life. Here's the thing about them is every time you get something that you want along this journey, every time you check another box, if your identity is in that box, if your identity is in what you do, as soon as you get it, it's fleeting. As soon as I would get one thing, I would be on to the next. And what I want to tell you today is you can't limit God to these boxes you're trying to check in your life. Like, God is trying to do so much bigger things in you than just what you're trying to accomplish. Like, your impact and your purpose is so much greater than the places that you want to go. And for me, my whole identity was wrapped up in these places that I wanted to go. And maybe you feel like that today too. Maybe you feel like if I could only get this image, if I could only get this clout on social media, if I could only get what I'm after, I would feel valued. I would have this self-worth. That's how I felt. I said, if I go further and further, if I make it to the major leagues, then I'm going to have a purpose and a calling. Because I thought my purpose and my calling was a destination that I was going to go to. I didn't know yet that I could live out my purpose and calling every single day. It's 24/7, it's 365, it's the way that you live, you guys. Like, you can live the life that you want to live right now. You don't have to wait on the places that you want to go to. And the thing for